Hello, my motor enthusiasts. Disarray in the paddock, as Williams boss James Vowles vents his discontent on the state of affairs in Melbourne. Labeling it as unacceptable, the team was caught in a bind when Alex Albon's heavy crash in free practice 1 led to the withdrawal of his FW46 chassis. With no spare on hand, the team made the grueling call to hand over teammate Logan Sargeant's car to Albon for the race weekend. Sargeant took it on the chin, displaying commendable team spirit, while Vowles assured us that such lack of preparation won't dog the team again. The situation draws a grim picture, as Williams, alongside RB, Alpine, and Kick Sauber, still hold the unenviable 0 points in the constructors' standings. Quite the pit stop of events, don't you think? Good day, everyone. This is your host, Enzo.
And I'm William, at your service.
We're here every day on F1 Motor Fever Podcast, bringing you the latest from the world of motor racing. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now let's go full throttle. So it appears that James Vowles, the boss in charge at Williams, is venting his frustrations over the team's lack of a spare chassis in Melbourne. Albon, who scored 27 out of the team's 28 points in 2023, had to take over his teammate Logan Sargeant's car after his own FW46 crashed during free practice 1. Not an easy pill to swallow, especially for Sargeant.
Absolutely. He even described it as the hardest moment in his career. But Vowles commended him for his graceful acceptance and dedication to the team.
Indeed, quite the team player. But Vowles didn't mince his words, labeling the situation as unacceptable in modern-day Formula One. He even connected the issue to their poor preparation in the winter period.
Never thought of it from that angle. It's certainly a point to ponder. Being caught off guard like this could be quite detrimental, especially when the competition in the midfield is fierce. A lesson for all teams out there, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's all about preparation and forward thinking. That's what separates the winners from the rest. Reflecting on the current season, it seems Williams are in a bit of a tight spot. They currently sit on 0 points, along with fellow non-scorers RB, Alpine, and Kick Sauber. Vowles acknowledged that they're in for a rough weekend, but is adamant that they won't find themselves in this predicament again.
It's a tough blow, no doubt. The loss of a chassis can be quite the setback, but it's worth noting that this is a learning curve and can potentially lead to better decisions moving forward.
Absolutely. Resilience is key in this sport. Moving on, fans of the Australian Grand Prix have something to look forward to. Leclerc posted the fastest lap on Friday, and it seems Hauger managed to snag the F2 pole after a red flag-marred qualifying round in Melbourne.
Definitely a thrilling day for Leclerc and Hauger. And don't forget, there's also this intriguing situation with Verstappen. He's been answering questions over his future, and Behrman has stirred up the driver market.
Yes, quite true. There's never a dull moment in Formula One. William, would you mind checking out what the fans are saying about this whole situation on the internet?
Absolutely. Let's see what's happening in the virtual world. Alright, we've got a post here by Mr. I Come Coffee, who says, quote, "Statement from James Vowles, Alex Albon and Logan Sargeant," unquote.
Interesting. What's the response to that?
Lots of responses, actually. An individual by the name of Mr. Pigeon at a keyboard has noted the brevity of Logan's response and the increasing font size as the statements get shorter. A Mr. I Comment on Crap came up with an amusing summary of the statements, likening James Vowles' explanation to a dissertation on the downfall of the Roman Empire, Alex Albon expressing regret, and Logan simply responding with a sad face.
Ha! People come up with the funniest of observations.
Yes, they do. There's a comment by Mr. Noisy Mime, who is set to meet both Albon and Sargeant, and expects a bit of an awkward encounter.
Well, that will certainly be an interesting meet and greet.
And finally, a comment by Mr. Cale B. Glover. He says, quote, "Even if this is probably the right decision from the team, it is so harsh for Logan to get kicked out of his own car because his teammate crashed their own beyond repair," unquote.
Well, it certainly has been a controversial decision. It's clear the fans are echoing that sentiment too. Well, that's all from us here at F1 Motor Fever Podcast today, folks. We've had a fantastic time delving into the latest news and controversies of the Formula One world, and we're so glad you joined us on this journey. We'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel and activate that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming discussions. Your support means the world to us, and we love hearing your thoughts. So feel free to drop a comment below or share our podcast with your fellow Formula One enthusiasts.
And remember, we're broadcasting every day, so make sure to tune in for your daily dose of Formula One updates, analyses, and some good old banter. We've got some exciting topics lined up, so stay tuned. Bring your friends, family, or even your pet. The more, the merrier.
We'd like to extend a massive thank you to all of you who joined us today. We can't wait to dig into more Formula One news, share our thoughts, and hear yours in the next episode.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better, Enzo. And now, for our classic send-off. Pedal to the metal. Keep your gaze on the road. Our channel's content is pure gold.